Hello everyone, Randy here, and we're playing Gold Rush, the game. And since the last episode, we went ahead and moved to Season 2. I kind of did just like a little quick video on that. And since that video, I've gone ahead and gotten pretty much everything we need to get back to where we were at from last episode. So pretty much all I did was go to the options here, settings, game. Everything cost $1. I turned that on so we could go ahead and pretty much buy everything we had before we went to Season 2. For those of you not familiar with that, Season 2 basically forces you to start a new save game, wipes out all your progress, and you essentially start fresh. That's basically what going to Season 2 does. Basically, the theory being it is supposed to fix all the bugs that were in the game, and basically, hopefully starts you fresh without any bugs. That's the theory anyway. I don't know if that's actually going to be the case or not. We're going to find out, but anyway, we got our Tier 2 set up here. I've kind of already done this once already, but I thought I'd do another video on it. Maybe for those of you new to the game or just got the game, wondering how to do a Tier 2 setup. So pretty much got, I think, everything we need here for Tier 2 setup. So this is going to be a complete Tier 2 setup. Obviously, you don't need all of this stuff to do Tier 2, but for a complete one, I believe this is the complete setup. So let's get started. First off, you're going to need a mobile wash plant. You're going to need some way of loading said mobile wash plant. In this case, we got the large excavator. Obviously, probably if you're going to start off, you're probably want the smaller one. Unless, of course, you can somehow afford the bigger one. But you definitely want an excavator or front loader, some way of loading mobile wash plant. You're going to need a plethora of hoses. You're going to need probably at least one or two of the large hoses, depending on how far your water source is, which in my case is just over by the fence there. You might need a couple couplers. You need 3 small hoses. One of these boxes for splitting the water off. Same thing for the power. You're gonna need a couple big power hose or power cables, a couple small power cables, and a box for splitting the power off. Generator, pump, a couple of buckets. At least I think you'd probably want 3 buckets. You can probably get away with 1. Magnetite separator. Again, you don't necessarily need the magnetite separator. I'm not sold on how useful this is yet. It does make you some money, but not a whole lot. And then, of course, magnetite trailer to hold the magnetite. Fuel tank. Got the truck here, of course. Oh, for those who wonder what the Christmas present does, adds a head scoop up here, I guess, apparently. So that's what that does. So anyway, let's get started here. For the mobile wash station, we need water and electricity. And it shows you what you need up there. I kind of got the stuff laid out over here. We got to pump this stuff over a little bit here. So how about we run the power first? So for this, it takes the larger power cable. There we go. And then we'll get the water hooked up here. So we'll grab one of the big hoses. And to get the longest distance, I've been told if you walk with it, so we're going to walk with a hose here, and hopefully it'll make it most of the way. Last time I had this set up, I was able to get over here with 2 hoses, so hopefully we can get the same this time as well. And of course, the number of hoses you're going to need is going to depend on your distance from your water source. Oh, we're going to make it all the way here? Nope, not quite. So close. The water's just like up over there. You can probably just see it through the shrubbery there. Okay, we'll grab a coupler then. Okay, put that there, connect that. Whoa. Try that again. There we go. There, perfect. Grab another hose here, and then of course you'll want to filter on the end of that hose there too. You've probably seen it laying there. One thing I noticed too, now that we're in Season 2, when you buy the generator and pump here, they don't come with fuel in it. I seem to remember them coming with fuel the first time we got them. Maybe not, though. It's been a while since we bought any generators or pumps, but I thought they came with fuel initially. This time around, they don't seem to. Probably could run with this one because we don't have to go that far. Just right up here. Drop it down in the water. And we'll go ahead and grab our filter here. And I was able to get all my hired workers back as well. I don't have them back to work yet as I don't have the money to pay for them. Even when you have the $1 setting on, it does actually cost whatever it says they cost. That does not cost $1 yet, so that should work, I guess. It's in the water. So yes, hired workers are not $1 yet. Just FYI there. Okay, next. Let's grab, where is it here? This one here. You can see I do have some extra here. Put that like that. There we go. Not a very long hose there. A couple of small hoses. Got one there going to the mobile wash plant. Like I said, this needs power and water. One here going to the magnetite separator. And another one going to the wave table. And like I said, if you're just, starting out in this game, the magnetite separator definitely is not required. Even the wave table, you don't necessarily have to have the wave table either. You can still pan for it by hand if you want. Just all this stuff makes it a lot easier. So like I said, this is kind of like a complete tier. Let's get this set up here first. Like a complete tier 2 setup here. Around this side it is. And we'll just turn that one on. And turn that one on. Okay, we got one more big power cable here to connect the box here. I got one extra cord here. Like I said, bought a couple extra hoses and cords just in case. Okay, I think we're pretty much ready to go then. So we need one bucket on the mobile wash plant here. We need 2 on the magnetite separator. And that does leave us one extra bucket, by the way. Which, if you remember, before we started Season 2 here, that is what we had. We had one extra bucket. I'm not sure why I had an extra bucket, but we still do. Okay, let's fill up the generator here. Oh, wait, this is the pump. Fill up the pump here first. You can see, by the way, the green water symbol there, so that means we're good for water on it. Go. Okay, so I believe we are good to go here. Let's throw these in the back of the truck and get the truck out of the way here. I realize, too, my hose here might be in the way of my excavator. Might have to do something about that. Might do, maybe I'll angle the mobile wash plant a little more so the excavator out of the way there. Yeah, just stack that up in the back there. Okay, there we go. And we'll throw this in the back too, why not? Yeah, I think we'll change the angle on that mobile wash plant here just a little bit. I wonder if that's a problem if it's connected here. I don't think it's going to let us connect to this if we got the bucket stuff and the power cables connected here. Disconnect it here a moment. Yeah, there we go. And we're kind of just out in the middle of the Pine Valley claim here, by the way, for those of you who are wondering which claim we are on. Again, I went ahead and repurchased the claims we had. So we had Old Arnold's Place and Pine Valley before the update and the move to Season 2. You know, again, you don't have to go to Season 2, but if you want to use all the new equipment, then you pretty much have to go to Season 2. So, I mean, who doesn't want to use the new equipment, right? Okay, there we go. Let's fire up the pump here. Go, and the generator. That should start everything going. So the magnetite separator is running. Wave table's running. Wave table takes power and water, by the way. Same thing with the magnetite separator, power and water. Yeah, pretty much everything in Tier 2 here takes power and water. That's where these boxes here come in handy for splitting off the water and the power. And the generator, as you notice, actually works out really nice. It's got one, or it's actually got two big ones. One for the mobile wash plant, and then one that goes to the splitter box there for the wave table and the magnetite separator. I think there is a small hose connection here. I don't know. I've never actually tried that. I always just use the converter box there. Anyway, let's get the big excavator here fired up. Go ahead and now realign the excavator here. And we're just kind of out in the middle of the Pine Valley claim here. Nowhere in particular. It's probably going to be one of the next goals here is maybe try to get the drilling machine. We can maybe do some drilling around here, just figure out where the gold hotspots are at. That's going to be the theory anyway. Okay, let's see. How close do we want to be? Maybe somewhere about in there. This is what I found worked pretty good. Straight in line with the mobile wash plant. Probably about that far away. Let's see how we're looking here. Yeah, that looks pretty good, I guess. And at least just my preference, I've been using the bucket view. That seems to work pretty good for me. Back just a little bit yet. Try that. Okay. Let's start digging. Obviously, before we had quite the hole. Now, well, no hole, obviously. Oh, wait a minute. We need to turn this on yet. We got everything else on, but we didn't turn this on. There we go. Okay. Zoom back out just here a little bit. I haven't tried it, but I would suspect the front loader might work pretty good for this as well. Oh, what are we at? 13. Uh-oh, what happened to my controls here? Really? Go figure. What happened to my... Yeah, for some reason my Xbox controller has died on me here. No, it's on, but... okay. Well, we might have to wrap it up here because there's no way I'm going to be operating this with a keyboard. Operating an excavator with a keyboard just is not fun. Is it going to keep working here? It's recognizing it. What happened here? Oh, you know what? We'll be right back. Let's see if I can figure out what happened. Okay, a quick reload of the game, and we are back in business here. There we go. Much better. My camera's situated back where I like it here again. Well, like that. Okay, there we go. Try not to spill too much there. Kind of annoying how the bucket gets stuck there. Once you get a little bit of a hole going, it's not quite so bad, but like when you first get the hole going here with the excavator, it's a little bit hard sometimes. Just because of how the bucket gets stuck. I believe that's their way of indicating the bucket's full, but at the same time it's kind of annoying too. And by the way, if we look over, I guess we can't quite see. If we look over by the Tier 3 area, you can see I got everything set back up for Tier 3 again. Got all the stuff back over there. But we do have a Tier 3 setup in progress over there. Getting the Tier 2 set back up so we can actually get some money here again, as our Tier 3 setup isn't quite complete yet. It's pretty much all there at this point. We just need to get power, water, and some way of loading said Tier 3 setup. Probably the biggest thing we don't have at the moment is a way of loading the Tier 3 setup. I haven't fully decided yet either. Should we get like a haul truck, or maybe we should go with a front end loader? Obviously, you know, we get the haul truck. We got a way of loading the haul truck here with the excavator. Full, filling up pretty quickly here. Goes up about twice as quickly with the large excavator here versus the small one. The other thing is, if you're going to buy the large excavator right away, you're probably going to have to take out a loan. And one thing I would definitely consider doing is trying to get like to the Pine Valley claim here. Whereas you got a high percentage of gold versus Arnold's place, which is a low percentage. And then, of course, you got the new Nighthawk parcel, which I think is a very high percentage of gold. Even better yet. Back when we got this place, this was the best you could get at the time before the update. Now, obviously, the Nighthawk parcel is even better yet. But I think I like twice the price, though, too. So, it's something to keep in mind there. Interesting to see how much gold we actually make out of this. I don't know if they've changed that at all in the game here. I noticed, you know, they've really increased some of the prices on some of the stuff, so I think people are already complaining about how long it took to get some of the stuff, and then the you know, the developers went ahead and made the prices even higher yet. It's like, okay, then people were already complaining, and you made the prices even higher. I mean, if we get more gold, I guess that's going to work, but I don't know. This will be the first time I've actually done any with Season 2 here, so. And, you know, as far as Season 2 goes, too, it's not that there's really anything special about Season 2. You know, it makes you start a new, fresh game, but as far as, you know, your setups go, it's pretty much the same. There's still the same Tier 1, Tier, and Tier 3 setups. The only difference being you now have like a drilling rig, and there's some additional stuff for Tier 3 you can get now. So anyway, that bucket is 100% full. Bucket is full. We'll take it over to the magnetite separator. Put it in there. Did something happen? Oh, there we go. Guess we need to turn it on yet. I thought we had started it, but I guess not. And when it comes to the gold and the magnetite here, labeled the dirt down here, typically one full bucket from this will get you just about a full bucket of gold and about a 10% bucket full of the magnetite. Lloyd, quit because you don't have enough money. Oh. Yeah, that could be a problem. You're lucky. You never see anything like that. It's the biggest gold nugget I've seen in 40 years of experience as a miner. You know, the smaller one should be enough for you. I think we'll just reject that. That's probably... Doesn't say how much. We'll just reject it, because I think that's the one we got from Tier 1 there. I'm assuming that's what that one is. So yes, if you are just starting out in this game like completely fresh, Tier 1, once you play for a while, you do have a chance of finding a really big gold nugget. I think it's like 43 ounces or something like that. 4.9 ounces of gold. Okay, wow, that is awful. You may recall before we were getting about anywhere from 10 to 15 ounces. We got 5. Let that sink in for a few minutes. We were getting 10 to 15 ounces before. Now we're getting 5. I'm in the same spot I was before, I think, too. You know, give or take a few feet here. We were right out in the middle before. Well, that's like not cool. Well, we'll just fill it up one more time here. Nice if the camera would stay in the same spot. It doesn't. Yeah, that's definitely going to take us a lot more work here than if that's all the gold we get. I don't doubt they changed the prices at all. I guess we'll find out. I think even old Arnold's place used to give us more gold than that just did there. And at least before the update here, basically the way it was with Old Arnold's place and the Pine Valley here, Old Arnold's place, I think we're getting roughly about 5 ounces. You know, probably 5 to 7 ounces per load, per bucket load. And then we went to Pine Valley here, we've been getting an average of 10 to 15 ounces. You just seen there we didn't even get 5. I don't know if that's got something to do with the hot spots they've enabled now. Again, if you look at the map here, we now have a gold map. This is where the drilling rig comes in handy. Is this where we're at? I guess this is our claim here. Parcel 3. Yeah, that, I'm assuming this is actually our claim. Doesn't actually say, does it? Parcel 1. I'm just going to assume that's Old Arnold's place. Parcel 2, I forget the name of Parcel 2. Parcel 3, I'm just going to assume is Pine Valley. Oh, it does. Okay, up in the top corner there, it does say Pine Valley. So that is Old Arnold's, Rivertown, Pine Valley, and then the Nighthawk Valley. Of course, that one has the very high percentage of gold. So it's probably going to be in our best interest here to get a drilling rig fairly soon and just figure out what and where the gold is, maybe. But yeah, like I said, you can see all the little squares here. And then I guess as you do the drilling, it'll tell you where the gold is. It's going to be a while before we can afford that, though. Especially now if the price of gold hasn't gone up. We were doing pretty good before on being able to get the gold, but now, oh boy. I mean, if I gotta do 3 times as much digging here, that's not cool. And like I said, it's funny because people were already complaining about kind of the repetition here. Because again, at this point, this is pretty much all you can do until you get Tier 3, which in this case we do have, but only because we had it before we went to Season 1, or Season 2. Maybe we should have gone for that big gold nugget there. Once we get this done here, we'll go ahead and take this down to town there and sell it. Just see how much we make for it. And then we'll get our hired workers back in business here as well. I do have the hog pan set up at both this site and Old Arnold's place again, so we can throw hired workers on them. Technically, I could throw hired workers on anything as well. Anything that is drivable. Probably even the Tier 3 stuff we have over here now as well, I believe. Let's see, 90, is that 91%? Just see what's up. That's going to fill it up. It should be close enough, I would think. 98. Yeah, that's close enough. And typically what I do, I'll get back in the excavator at this point and just start filling this back up again. And then next time around, I'll make sure I empty this first into the wave table. Then I'll dump the bucket from the wash plant into the magnetite separator. That way you just kind of keep it going a little bit better. Okay, let's see how much gold we get here. Wow, 8.7 ounces. Okay. I don't believe we even had that bad of luck on Old Arnold's place before. Okay, well, let's we'll head to town here, see how much the gold sells for. Maybe they've increased the selling price of gold. We'll be right back once we're there. Okay, we're at the blacksmith here. Nice burnout pulling in. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to smelt the gold, am I? Yeah, I don't have enough money, so the only option I have at this point is I'm going to have to sell it, unfortunately. Oh well. I suppose I don't know what I can do. There, we'll just sell that. Then I can smelt the rest. That'll work. Okay, now we can melt the gold. Now we got our nice gold bar here. 7.7 ounces of gold. Oh, I am running on the ounces system here, by the way. You do have the option in the settings there for ounces versus grams. And, you know, metric system versus imperial system. So yes, for all the units in the game for me, like I said, they are in ounces, gallons, that type of thing. Okay, to the bank we go. Ooh, present. Okay, sell gold bars for $9,358. So yeah, gold doesn't really sell for any more than what it did before. That's interesting. And like I said, if you look at the prices here, Old Arnold's place, I think it was like $30,000 before. Oh, you know what? I got cancel this here. Settings, game. Let's turn off. Disable that here again. There we go. Back to playing legitimately here. I believe we have everything we had before the forced update. So yes, Old Arnold's place used to be $30,000. It is now $600,000. Yeah, can you imagine how long it's going to take you to get enough money to buy that? Yeah, right. Same thing for Pine Valley. Used to be $90,000. It is now $1.8 million. $500,000 just to rent the place. Oh my. And can you imagine if like Old Arnold's place here, if we're getting double at Pine Valley, what we're getting at Old Arnold's place, we're getting like maybe 2 ounces of gold at Old Arnold's place. Oh my goodness. You'll be here forever playing this game trying to get that. I don't know about that. Anyway, I think with that, we're going to wrap up the episode here. I don't think we need anything in town, so I think we're just going to head back to our claim here. Yeah, I think we're pretty much all set. So yes, with that, we're going to wrap it up here. Like I said, just kind of a tier 2 setup. I thought I'd go over this completely in one video. I know kind of in the past there, we kind of built it over time rather than all in one video. So I thought I'd just do this once more in one video. So for those of you maybe just started playing the game, you can kind of see how it is done. So anyway, with that, folks, have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.